Hello, my name is Mehmet Kılıçaslan, and I'm here to talk about the socio-economic changes in Egypt by referencing to the movie Amar's Hands. The movie is about mother, a mother of five, um, who sends her children to Cairo in order to amass some wealth and build their late father's dream house, which is a concrete house. And the movie is about the struggles of migrating populations, and five brothers are actually having some difficulties in their lives as they are adjusting to the city life. And the movie is trying to inform the audience about these difficulties and the difference of the rural life and the city life. First of all, the movie describes the rural life as sincere but with poverty. But there is also a difference where there is not a small hint of sincerity against women, but the movie is so successful in blending to that era's mindset that it is not even a problem. Actually, the situation of women is not even the main concern of the movie, I believe. Um, Actually, that's a whole different um, topic on its own, but the movie um, tries to tell more about the socio-economic changes of men. I believe women are only told if they are in a relationship with a um, starring male role. Um, uh, Unlike the rural life, the city life promises more wealth, but it individualizes people. Um, our characters, the brothers, used to be closely tied to each other. They loved each other, but we see that this bond starts to dissolve as they are adjusting to their lives in the city of Cairo. Um, but the movie also gives us hints about the city itself. Cairo is not a city, I believe. It is a mixture of city and village. Like it is big and it promises a lot of different kinds of work, but just like any other village, people can hear about each other. People usually know each other, just like small mahalles instead of a big city. That's what I observed. So, unlike any major city around the developed parts of the world, Cairo has a mixed structure, and this further uh, pushes the limits of the characters. It presents further difficulties, I believe. And I also believe that certain political problems of Egypt also affected the movie's mindset, as you know, Egypt always had a problem on migration, especially to Cairo, and um, agriculture. So I sense that this movie tries to tell the rural people that they should stick to their village. The village, symbolized with the mother, is the key to happiness and sincerity, as the city is the opposite. The movie tries to tell that village life is better, as he greatly um, puts all the good virtues in Dahi and gives them the profession of farming. And there is a scene actually which really surprised me, and I believe I found something about this topic. There is a scene where brother Zachary and Dahi is arguing about their mother's funeral. It's a fierce argument. But all of a sudden, in the midst of that fierce argument, Dahi crouches, takes some, takes a handful of dirt, and starts giving a monologue about how good being a farmer is, how honorable um, processing the earth is, how good it is to be a farmer, as opposed to a character such as Zachary's, a man who can do anything, legal or illegal, in his reach to secure the well-being of himself and his brothers. And um, I believe that the movie is extremely successful in blending to the mindset of a rural Egyptian of that era, as um, the situation about women is told from the eyes of an average Egyptian rather than a elite movie maker, director, or an artist's headset. Um, there is no small hint of value given to women unless they are able to produce a male heir, and that's only limited to that. And the rural people are much worse about than their counterparts in cities. Um, in the city, at least, women can dress a bit more freely, a bit more um, away from oppression. But even in the biggest and most cosmopolitan city of Egypt, the freedom of women are almost uh, close to none. And actually, it is none. And I believe that um, the movie tries to tell the lack of value um, given to women by showing a few scenes. Most important of them actually is there's a scene where Zachary trades his wife Jemile in order to take his mother back from their rival clan. His wife is with child, but Zachary gives his wife and his daughter, unborn daughter, just in order to save his mother, uh, without a doubt. And this is a sign that I believe that people are seeing women only as objects and objects of trade, just like animals or any certain um, product. And this is extremely bad, actually. And the movie really touched my heart on that part, on behalf of that part. And um, I was saying that the um, women living in the cities enjoyed some degree of freedom when compared to their um, compared to the women living in villages, but it is also scarce. And I generally the socio-economic changes of the city life and the rural life, if you ask me, not so extreme. Um, there's only the difference of money. It is easier to make money in the cities, but apart from a few key differences, I believe that there is no difference between the Cairo and the village. I believe that because the feuds between clans are existent in the city also as it is in the village. The people are in the village are aware of each other's acts So in Cairo, they're also aware of each other's facts, and words travel faster than winds, which is unlikely to observe in a truly developed city or in developed countries. So I don't think that Cairo is actually, I can support this with the graphics from the movie. Everywhere um, around the city is being constructed. uh, the construction phase is new. So even Cairo is not so developed, I believe. And except for the fact that the small difference of freedom women enjoy and the ease of making money, I couldn't spot some key differences of socio-economic difference. And this is my views on the movie. Thank you for listening to me. And I'm sorry for um, sending you my homework late.